I'm Suzanne McNeil with Design Originals, and today I'm here with Carol Porter. Oh, she does the most fabulous jewelry with the French knitter, and she's going to show you basically how to do it and some beautiful samples.
I'd like to show you Clover's French knitter. This is how it comes in the package. And the interesting thing about this is it has 3 heads that are interchangeable. We have 4 pegs, 5 pegs, and 6 pegs. It also comes with a hook, which helps you make your stitch. One of the things that's nice about having the different pegs is the fact that you can do so much design work. So within each peg, there's opportunities to do multiple of different designs. No matter what fiber you use, and we're using everything from a monofilament all the way up to yarn. So you can do things with yarn, embroidery floss, pearl cotton, leather, just about anything that will fit through the eye of a bead and hook over our pegs. So no matter what you do, if you're going to have beads included, you're going to have to pre-string your fiber. Now, because we're Clover and we have it, we're using this tool, which is a long threader. And I love it because it's long and slender, and you can put lots of beads on it. The beads can just be picked up by pinching the tip. And I'm only going to put a few on this morning, but you'll get the idea of how easy it is to load this up. And you see I've only put this much on, but I can go all the way out to here. The opening is wide enough to accommodate all of the different fibers that you may choose. And what we're going to do is insert the fiber, pull it down to the tip, and then just let the beads drop right onto the fiber. This is probably the most time-consuming part of this whole project, is stringing the beads. So the next thing we're going to do is choose a top, and for demonstration purposes I'm going to choose the 4 pegs. They just twist on and give a little twist, and it'll fit right into the notches. Okay, so we've got our source and we've got our beads. Don't have a lot of beads on just yet, and we have our working end. That working end is going to go right down inside of the French knitter. You're going to hold on to it, and then in succession, either clockwise or counterclockwise, either way works, you're going to wrap your pegs. And we consider this now the first row. The next step is to take your fiber and bring it to the front of the first peg. And here you're hanging on to the starting, and you're also hanging on to the working end. So you feel like you need about 16 fingers, but that's how it is just to get started. I'm releasing some of the tension from the working end that I'm holding on to. And what I'm doing is lifting the front row, the first row, over the fiber that I've placed in front of the peg, and that literally is the knit stitch. And when I'm doing a pattern that might be a little bit dependent on how many times I go around, I will mark the first peg with a permanent marker or piece of little touch of nail polish. Alright, when you're doing jewelry, it's a really good idea to do 2 or 3 rounds without any beads. That allows space for your closure. You don't want to put your closure on and crack your beads, so just a little bit of extra room there. Alright, we've gone around twice. I'm going to pull my starting piece just a little bit, and that brings everything into a little bit more even tension there. So when I want to place my beads in, I will move them up, and I use one of our wonder clips to hold the beads so I'm not chasing them around the spool. So here was my last stitch. I'm going to draw the bead down between the peg, and then I'm going to make my next stitch. Beads between the peg, and then the stitch of lifting the first row up and over the fiber and off the peg. Just like that. Now you see it's trapped in between. There's enough space I could actually put a larger bead here, or I could put 2 beads. So again, the creativity gets to be to the point where it's up to you. I'm going to show you a little sample here where I've used 4 pegs, and on the beginning I dropped 2 beads between each and every peg on each and every row, and that looks like this. The next time I dropped 1 bead between each peg on every row, and that would look like this. So even though I've used the 4 peg head, I've got 2 different looks. So just briefly, I want to show you a couple of things. This is done with the 4 peg head. This is about the largest bead that we like to use. It's about an 8 millimeter. In this case, I've dropped 1 bead between each peg of the 4 peg head, and the second row I didn't drop any beads, so this right here doesn't have any beads on it, and that allows the beads to fit down through the throat of the French knitter. So you have to make sure that you have beads that are going to accommodate going down the center. This is one long strand, and what we've taken with this, and this is in our book, Making Jewelry with the French Knitter, and I'd like to show you that it is back here, and what it is one long strand, and we just show you different ways in which to create a different look. So you can double it, or you can twist it and join it together, and it has a great twisted look to it. We've also added a little kanzashi flower. The nice thing about the book is that it has lots of ideas for you in terms of understanding how many beads to place and the relationship between the beads and the cording.